yeah, this one's about consent with
but
partners.
obviously, like even in your family and friendship, like hugging
Yeah,
friends,
yeah.
you know, like that kind of stuff. If that makes you feel close to some people are like, I want to hug my friends.
Yeah.
I want to hold their hand. I want
Totally.
to be physically
And
close
I do
to
love
them.
that.
So it can be,
but sex is a part of this for couples.
for relationships. Yeah.
Because like some people might really need like a really
Intimacy.
intense sex life, whereas other people might give or take. Like who cares? Yeah. And this one is the most. Also, this is like the part that's like supposed to help, because they're like, even in relationships now, a lot of women are making more money than the men. So does it matter to you if your partner is generous with their money towards you? So there might be a lot of men out there who are like, I actually am so attracted to my like CEO girlfriend who's paying for my dinners and who's like valuing me financially. That is turning me on, and that is like a love language. And I was like, that is like interesting to include it.
Yeah, because especially in like hetero relationships, like that can be a hang up for a lot of people if they're not making the most money. And they expect it
and
to
it's
be
like
the
talk
breadwinner.
about it rather than in the Chapman book, which is the assumption that the man's making the money, and then there's all this sexist jargon. It's like, no, if you have a financial love language and you actually appreciate getting money spent on you, whether you're a guy, a girl, or anything in between, my NB money hungry people out there, that's a really important thing to know. Like I like would, if I knew someone liked having money spent on them, I'd be like, let's go to dinner, I'll pay. Like, you know what I mean? It makes it so much less like, well, who's paying? If you know that's what that, but then if they're like, I actually don't give a shit, like I'm not, and then you're like, me neither, then you just split it halfway, and there's no, it's like, what do you actually want? There's what society says, what do you actually want? I thought that was a good one. Then intellectual. Totally. I remember like was like a pre-drink recently, and like someone just like went, like, you know, when you can just tell someone's willing to go deep, and I literally was like tunnel visioned in on them. I was like, I love you. Yeah, like, or it's just like, I hate like
shallow combos.
Well, I don't hate shallow combos because they're really important for like specific scenarios and can be really fun. Like if you're baristaing it up. But if I'm at like a pre-drink and we're with the gays, it's fun to do the pop culture and like whatever thing. But at a certain point, when it starts to shift to more, I get really like, I don't need to go out. Like I get really like I want to do
fun
this.
to talk about something.
I notice that there's a trigger in my head that like, and I can tell other people are like, oh God, can we go back to talking about Kim Petras and then go out, which I also respect. But there's something that's almost like, if in those moments the whole night shifted and it became just about that, I would be happy, and I know other people wouldn't. So I'm like, I think I have the intellectual one. We're good.